Okay, we have a 1750 battle report for you today. I'm playing my ridiculous Flying Circus army. So I've got full unit of Warp Spiders with Exarch, full unit of Swooping Hawks with Baharroth. Yeah, baby, there we go. Dire Avengers in here, Dire Avengers and Eldrad in here, Fire Dragons with Exarch and Tank Hunters in there, and I'm facing nothing but metal yet again. I think I'm gonna get creamed. I was hoping my opponent was playing only a few tanks so I could actually hurt him, but I don't think I'm going to be able to hurt him very well. But here we go. So we've got a bunch of guys in Chimeras, a bunch of gigantic tanks, a Vendetta, Melta guns in that squad, Plasma guns in the other two squads. Pretty nasty. I am going first unless my opponent wants to steal initiative. Here we go. Oh, close, but no. Got a 5. So Eldar is going first, and we are playing Annihilation. Kill points. Back in a bit. Okay, so rounding up top of Eldar, turn 1. We advanced very carefully, keeping everyone together, getting some cover everywhere. Fortune on the Swooping Hawks, of course. Fortune on the Warp Spiders, of course. I was debating whether to doom these guys, but I actually guided the vehicle. Fired a twin link missile over there, missed both times against that Chimera. Fired missiles and pulse laser against that guy, but couldn't do anything. And this guy with the guided shots, Eldrad's vehicle. Eldrad was like, aim at that target, managed to bring down and wreck the flyer. Over here, we fired these guys, Baharroth and the Swooping Hawks into here. Only did 10 wounds, but by some incredible fluky luck on my part, 7 stealth saves were failed. 3 plus is 7 out of 10 were failed. That's really unusual. But on the flip side, at least these guys stuck around, so they're still holding ground. They're not giving up a kill point. Just 1 kill point achieved on that flyer. And is on to bottom of turn 1 for the Imperial Guard. Back in the okay, rounding up bottom of turn 1 for Imperial Guard. Tank moved up a little closer. These guys moved up and ran. They have Meltas in that thing there. That tank zoomed out over there, popped smoke. These guys over here scattered away off of my vehicles, off of the unit, but this single shot from this guy got it 1 penetration through, and of course wrecked him. Just the, of course wrecked this tank. It's just my luck, eh? First penetration of the game, gets through Holo fields, 2 5s rolled. These jerks have to pop out. Oh, we forgot to do a pinning check for them. See if they're pinned. No, they're not pinned. They're okay. And that was it. So it's tied up. He tied it up nicely, 1-1. On to top of turn 2 with this ridiculous Flying Circus army. Back in a bit. Okay, rounding up top of turn 2, what happened? Fortune on this squad, Fortune on the Warp Spiders, and guide on these guys, because I took a gamble that after a 6-inch move, they'd be in range to hit that guy. Unfortunately, only my Exarch with the Fire Pike was in range. I managed to get a penetration through, but his cover save held. I also fired this missile into there. Only made it so he's immobilized. Fired, yeah, that's it. Just fired that missile to immobilize him. So he can't shoot when he's immobilized, but yeah, it was a big gamble because I was hoping that these guys would explode it and that these guys would gun into it. So I was just forced to fire their guns at the vehicle. It didn't do too much to it. Over here, they flew over here, gunned down this unit, just gunned it down, so it's 2-1 now. We tried to fire missiles from this guy into here. We killed 2 guys. They made their pinning check from the Eldar missile launcher, so they did that nicely. Over here, I teleported this way, so I strung them out so that I could get Fortune. However, one of them died from a dangerous terrain test. And that is it. On to turn 2 with the okay, rounding up bottom of turn 2 for the Imperial Guard. A hail of fire. This guy, multi-laser into here, just couldn't glance. These poor bastards, they moved only 2 inches, and then they tried to run, and they went only another 2. So it's not been their game. At least they didn't get pinned, though. A ton of shooting into into Eldrad's Falcon, but Holo fields held. He just got shaken a few times. Big blast into these guys. 1 Warp Spider died from a giant blast, and 1 guy in this squad died from a blast, but other than that, that was it. Some shooting into these guys. I put 1 wound on Phoenix Lord Baharroth. He saved it, and the regular guys saved it as well. They had Fortune, but they didn't need it. And that was it. So on to top of turn 3, we're advancing up on the army. We're going to try to get some kill points, see if we can try to do something this turn. It's going to be really tough. It's all heavy metal everywhere. Back in a bit. Oh, those guys decided to pop out of the vehicle because it was immobilized. Back in a bit. Okay, rounding up top of turn 3, what happened? Fortune on these guys, Fortune on those guys, Doom on this unit here. These guys gunned into there, killed everyone but 2 guys. I tried to finish them off with a crack missile with twin linking, still missed. And my little pea shooter managed to kill 1 guy, but 1 guy survived, and he made his leadership, so he's still sticking around. These guys over here, these jerks, even though they were all in range of that Chimera, they decided to roll 1s and 2s on their penetration. So that was brutal, even with strength 9. Absolutely brutal over there. I just glanced him so he can't shoot or something useless like that. These guys flew up, gunned into that unit, but they made a ton of saves. I think I forced 12 saves, but only 4 guys died, and none of the plasma guns died, which is really nasty. So I had to be risky, and I had to teleport into the difficult terrain. One guy died again, but I have at least 50% of my unit in there, so at least I'm technically happy right now. Still really dangerous stuff over there. And that is it. We achieved no kill points this round, which is a surprise, but so be it. And we're on to bottom of turn 3, coming up. Okay, rounding up top of bottom of turn 3. What a total fiasco! What a total fiasco! So these guys, you know, they took a Halo shooting, beautiful. Then I get charged. Of course, I try to hit and run, and of course I roll a 6. I think I've rolled a 6 for hit and run with these guys. The last like 6 times I've used them, and I haven't used them in ages. Ah, what a nightmare. All right, well, these idiots who keep like just missing their shots finally got whittled down to one guy. Even the Exarch died because of shooting. Luckily, he stuck around, though. My luck is just failing me there miserably. These guys, I think, lost 3 guys from a variety of shooting, but fortune helped them out here. This guy tried to melt me, but I survived. He also tried to melt a bomb me, but he couldn't hit me. And that is it. It is on to my top of turn 4. What a just fiasco. Like, why can't I have any fun with these guys to just hit and run? That's the whole point of them, is to hit and run. Okay, well, whatever. So be it. I'm going to stop whining, and here we go. The whine is strong with this one today. I'm definitely whining a lot. Back in okay, so rounding up top of Eldar turn 4, fired in here, no effect though, couldn't get the rear armor penetrated. These guys, these tanks hadn't moved, so we haywired them. A couple penetrations, mostly glances, but we blew off the big guns, made it so they can't shoot. This guy chopped down that single unit for a kill point in melee. Vehicle fired into here, wrecked this guy for a kill point. These guys popped out. This guy finally got vengeance for his buddies, blew up this tank for a kill point. These guys won combat barely. These guys didn't run off the board, they're still running, but we consolidated into terrain. And that is it. On to bottom of turn 4. Okay, rounding up bottom of turn 4. An order tried to go from those guys into those dudes, failed, so they did run off the board for a 6th kill point. This poor bastard got gunned down. That tank just turned all of its heavy bolters, gunned him down with heavy bolters, didn't even bother rolling, or didn't even have to really roll the other stuff. I was trying to fire the big gun to see if it scattered on these guys, but it didn't. So that was a kill point there. These guys fired into here, plasma guns, just like 5 plasma hits. I put one of them into Baharroth to spare one of his buddies. 4 guys died. A 5th guy died from a regular armor save. I put it on the Exarch. I got greedy, and I went for the 3+ rerollable instead of the 4+, and he rolled badly, and he just died. So these guys are whittled down nicely. That was it. No shooting against these guys, no shooting against this guy. So on to top of turn 5 for okay, just a little mid-turn 5 wrap-up, just so you can see what's going on. These guys came out of the transport, moved up here into this train. This guy flew back. These guys, Eldrad and his squad, came out because they're going to go after one of these vehicles. The vehicle moved back to get a non-cover shot on these guys. These guys, I decided to actually risk my dangerous terrain. I lost one guy, but not the Exarch, thankfully. These guys are doomed. I fortuned these guys, and I fortuned this squad here. So they flew up there, and that's it. We're going to see what we can do over here. Okay, rounding up top of turn 5, what happened? We couldn't penetrate this guy's armor. I didn't have enough resources there. Just missile into there. Missiles from this guy, couldn't do it. They fired in there, blew off. Oh no, just made it so he can't shoot, actually. Oh no, we blew off the heavy bolter. Over here, grenades into there, just made it so he lost one of his bolters. He's immobilized. Eldrad chopped that vehicle down. These guys flew in, gunned those guys, and they ran off the board. And that is it. So on to bottom of turn 5 for Imperial Guard. Yeah, maybe. Okay, so bottom of turn 5, Imperial Guard concedes just because they're running out of options. This tank drove out over here, popped smoke. That guy nuked into there all of his guns, but my Exarch managed to survive because of fortune. That was about it. So, some shooting into these guys, but Eldrad, they rolled pretty badly against my armors, or rather to wound me, and Eldrad made the only save. So concession by Imperial Guard, but a good fun game. And thank you very much, man. Great game. No problem. Thank you.